You are about to enter the Chrome Dome.
Alright, Chrome Domers, welcome back. I'm Old Bald Guy, and we are in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for week 36 of our Zero to Hero Challenge for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And last week was kind of a meh week. Not a lot happened. We kind of just existed. This week's the exact opposite. A lot of exciting things going on this week. Let's get right into it. So, first off, all of our GAC teams that we had previously identified are already level 85 and 7 stars, or as far as they can go. So, and I had 20 mils sitting around that had added up, so I decided to go in and raise other non-focus characters to their max star level based on shards I had sitting around, mainly for shard energy, and also to just, have it done for the future, since I had the money sitting around. So that gave us a huge boost in Toon GP. You can see here we gained 73,000 Toon GP. So getting to almost a mil now on Toons alone. And on ships, we also got some residual from that. Plus, we hit 7 stars on Hyena Bomber today. Like this morning, finally hit the 7-star on a Hyena Bomber. So that finishes that off and gave us a nice bump, as well as some other things that we did that were related to ships. And that brought us up a decent amount here, giving us a big 124,000 bump in overall GP, and we also got a little 3,000 plus bump in Fleet Arena GP because of Hyena Bomber leveling up. And if you watch the GAC series, you know that we ran into another 5 million GP guy and lost again because he showed up. But as you can see here, Relic 5 First Order Officer is finished and on the shelf. So the other thing is, a couple weeks ago, I mentioned that we were 5 shards short of finishing Executrix to 7 stars, and as such, we could not do the bonus rounds of the Finalizer event. It happened again. Executrix still has not shown up in the daily shipments or the weekly shipments. Executrix event still has not come back around. Finalizer has come twice since the last Finalizer event. Finalizer has come twice since the last Executrix event, and that's very frustrating. But this is now 3 events for Finalizer we have missed that is going to cost us some serious crystals to catch back up on. So if you are doing this journey on your own as well, be very sure that you get that Finalizer event going as quickly as possible, and probably refresh it, because it's cheaper to refresh Finalizer than it is, Executrix than it is to refresh Finalizer. So, I spent a lot of crystals doing extra refreshes on ships, which was probably a mistake in hindsight, because I think I should have just done that on gear instead. But on the flip side of that, we are, as you can see here on our status, we are only 6 characters away. So, we're about on track, but still 6 characters away. Finalizer is going to be finished right about the same time. We probably would have been better off letting the ships build up slower, because it's been 5 or 6 weeks now that we have had 7-star ships and not 7-star not a 7-star Executrix to try Finalizer. So that's been a mistake, I would say, in this plan. But if you're doing this journey on your own, try to balance that out. I think gear farming is probably going to be a little more important. The big thing that does gain us by finishing the ships faster is it allows us to get on to the other farms for like Sith Trooper and Hux and First Order Stormtrooper and Bosk much faster. So as you can see here, First Order Officer is now marked off. We've started working on the other guys as well. We got some Gear 9s, some Gear 8s in here of these guys moving up. The other exciting news is, well, before I get to the exciting news, let's talk about the problem. The problem is every frickin' toon needs these bloody carbon days. He needs one. He needs two. He needs one. He needs two. Like, it's asinine how much of these things that these people need. It's just, talk about a roadblock. My goodness gracious. But, on the flip side of that, we did finish Bosk off to 5 stars. And with Bosk at 5 stars, that means it was time to run the Chewbacca event. And look who is here with us now. Well, we also had Chewpio, who came in. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Where you at, Chewie? Where'd you go? Yeah, Chewie. There's Chewpio. Here's Chewbacca. Chewbacca is in the house, which means that for next Grand Arena, we are going to have Chewbacca, Chewpio, as well as probably R2 and Han and CLS. So our CLS squad's much, much improved just by adding those 2 guys. So that'll be a nice change there for that. And we'll have to figure something out with how we put these guys together. But replacing Leia and Farm Boy Luke with actual characters that can do something with CLS is going to be a huge boost to that team and make it actually very useful at even their lower gear levels. Because this team here will take out Leia and Luke, and we'll put in Chewbacca, and R2 will go right here. Gotta find somebody to replace him in the Padme squad, though. We'll find somebody to go into Padme there. Maybe we'll put Kanan in, or somebody else, somebody from Grand Republic. But adding R2 here makes this a much more bearable squad. It's only 72k, but we'll get Chewbacca up a little higher, but it's going to be a much stronger squad than it has been, and give us an actual GAC piece to do. So on the flip side, though, in Arena, we're looking really solid now. We're up to 339. We are in a similar power level now to everybody else, and our malevolence is actually at 5 stars. 6 stars at 50 out of 100 to 7. So we'll get there pretty quickly. And once we hit 7-star malevolence, we'll start on Negotiator. But overall, Kenobi's almost at 7 as well. So things are moving along rather well right now. I'm very frustrated by missing the Finalizer event again. But outside of that, I'm very happy with where things are going. And till next week, OBG out.